Hello everybody, my name is Jeremiah, and for those of you who don't know, I like to spread the word of God through these videos. And also, I want to say something. I have something called Tourette syndrome, which means that I have random muscle movements sometimes. And sometimes there are things that trigger it, sometimes they just happen. But if you'll see me making a weird muscle movement, that's why. And also, I'm drinking some coffee. So yeah. But anyway, let's get to what we're going to be doing this week. Now, this week, in today's video, we're gonna be doing Genesis 3:11. In another video, that I was supposed to come out today, we're gonna talk about Touch by an Angel, season 4, episode 7, The Path. I used to call, I, I used to call them, Let's Watch, but I don't really, show any scenes from them. So I just like, and plus I just like to talk about the message that they show. So I call them Let's Talk About. Now tomorrow we're doing Star Trek Fleet Command Part 36 if everything goes well. We've been having trouble with our internet, so all of those dates could be off by like a week or two, or I don't know. But anyway, let's get to our episode. Sorry I didn't exit this out. I was on YouTube. Let's see. I need to go to this in full screen. Now we're using the New International Version, and he said, "Who told you you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" Now I believe that God is testing it right here, testing to see if they're going to be honest. And for those of you who don't know, God basically said you can eat everything except from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And they were tempted and they ate from it, and now God's asking them if they didn't. And move the mic closer, sorry. My little brother likes to come in here and move my stuff around sometimes. And he never ever puts it back, and I always forget to remind him to put it back. But yeah. And listen, some of us lie to God. Some of us say that, oh God, we'll never do this again whenever we go back and do it again. Or some of us have lied to ourselves, well, not to others, have lied to others. And God says, look, He's willing to forgive you, but please don't do it again. And, you will be tested, I believe, some days. We all are tested every now and then. Like, for example, I was about to buy a whole season, movie selection of Star Trek, but I chose to buy season 1 of Touch by an Angel. And by the way, the reason why I didn't buy the entire series of Touch by an Angel is because it's about $100, and I just don't have that kind of money, so I'm gonna do it season by season. And it was pretty cheap too. It was like $8. Plus I had to order some other stuff. But yeah, just please keep God's house in your prayers that we can reach more people. Yeah, so why don't we talk about how God's changed me? Now, normally, if it wouldn't been for God, I probably would have bought that whole Star Trek series. But I prayed to God and asked God for guidance, and I felt that he wanted me to buy the season 1 of Touch by an Angel. And some people are like, why you didn't just buy why like you didn't Touch by an Angel before? I say yes, but I don't have an entire season. All I have is 2 volumes. Well, actually, let me look at something right quick. Is it 2 volumes? Volume 1 and Volume 1, yeah. Volume 1 of the 3rd season and Volume 1 of the 4th season is what I have, and that's it. So I'm choosing to slowly build up my library as opposed to buying them all at once. Yeah, and sometimes, some of us get easily distracted. Some of us get like we do ungodly things and then we don't think about it, and then whenever we realize it, I believe that whenever we realize it, we should repent, and that if we do it, not knowing it's an ungodly thing, and if we to die, God would to forgive us. But if we do something knowing that's ungodly, then that's a sin. That's a sin. And listen, please pray for both the people who get scammed and the scammers themselves, because because people are losing their life savings, and some people are having a hard time finding a job as it is with the way the economy is, and scamming might be the only way that they are able to make money. But listen, I believe this: if you can hack and do all of these things, you might be able to start your own company. And guess what? People pay other people to hack them because they want to find security holes before the real bad guys do. So maybe, if you're a hacker and if you listen to this, maybe you could start your own. I work for a company or start your own company that deals with hacking for money, getting money. The legal way, not illegally stealing somebody's money. The legal way. And I talk about hackers a lot because I got hacked. And I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I was nervous. But yeah. So, if any of y'all have any questions, y'all can, text me. My phone number is below. Please don't call me because I probably won't answer. And please say that, hey, this is from YouTube. Because, or let me say that, hey, you should say, hey, I saw you on YouTube, because a lot of times I get scammed. I get scammed like emails and phone calls. Well, not well, maybe emails. I don't check my email much, but I get scammed with phone calls. And sometimes if I don't know the number, I'm just not gonna answer, and I might let the answer machine pick up. Yeah. So anyway, so sometimes God's asking us, things that He already knows the answer to, because He wants us to be honest. He wants us to be honest. And He doesn't want us to live in fear. And He wants us to confront the truth. That's what He wants, us to confront the truth. And please keep my family in your prayers. We're going through so much right now. And listen, if you want to pray for me, that's fine. But to me, if you really know me, you'll pray with me. That way, I can see that you really love me, because you're praying with me. Because some people say, oh, I'm going to pray for you, then they don't pray for me. I'm sorry, I need some water right quick. I'm going to be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Yeah, so, sometimes God asks us things like, did you do this? Whenever He knows we did, He just wants us to admit it. And you see, if they would have lied to God right there, then I believe that our punishment on earth would be worse than. Now I'm going to read context. Orga is Adam and Eve, however you pronounce that. It's spelled A-R-R. Let me highlight it for those of you who are having a hard time seeing it. Let's see. So it's ARRAIGNS. I heard, and it goes from verse 11 to verse 12. I heard your voice in the garden. He replied, I was afraid because I was naked. So he said to himself, who should tell you that you are naked? Asked the Lord. Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you not to? And the man answered, the woman whom you gave me, she gave me the fruit from the tree, and I ate it. Sometimes I'm wondering just now, what would have happened if that wouldn't have happened? I mean, would we be living in a sinless world, or would somebody else done something wrong? Like, what would have happened? What would have happened? Yeah, so, please, if you feel led to share the gospel, share it. But watch what you say, because sometimes some of us have jobs where we can't really share the gospel that much, if at all. So sometimes you have to watch what we say. But listen, no matter what, sorry about that, let your actions show that you're a good Christian, no matter what. Let them show that. Let them show that. Let them show that you really love God. Don't do things for fame or for glory or for money or for publicity. Do it because you love God and you want to share His word. That's why I do these videos. If anything, I've lost money on these videos. I've lost over $1,000. Not all at the same time. Well, I didn't. I lost like my computer alone was worth a good bit, but aside from that, uh, everything, uh, everything else wasn't bought at the same time. By the way, if y'all want me to get back into retro gaming, I could always buy a PS Mini. Not no hack version though, because that I don't support. Or I could buy not a new console, because new consoles are expensive. That's if I buy it used, there's always that problem of it might be broken. But I just like to use video games to reach people. Because let's face it, not a lot of people do that. Now I understand, some games are violent, some games have adult things in there. Or things that only adults should be doing, only married couples should be doing. Yeah. So, yeah, I just hope that, I'm able to reach at least one person with this video. At least one person. And, let's get back to the whole naked part. Now, I did talk about this before, but sometimes we put on job titles or like we put on clothes. And sometimes we wanna, like, let's say, we have a job, we wanna look good. But, if you don't have a job, then we're poor, and our clothes reflect that. We are saying this, it doesn't matter what kind of job you have, doesn't matter who you work for, doesn't, well, actually it kind of does, but as long as you're doing it to glorify and honor God, that's the number one thing. And to help feed your family, that's number two, or feed yourself. Because God understands, sometimes we have to do things we don't really want to do. God understands. And sometimes we do things and we regret it later on. But then, if you like that, we need to ask for forgiveness. In fact, let's say prayer right now. Dear Heavenly Father, you know I've done something wrong, Father. Father, I pray that you please forgive me. Father, I pray that you please guide me. Father, I pray that you continue to show your love and support for me no matter what I go through. Father, I want to go closer to you in your precious holy name, amen. Yeah. So, just how do we go closer to God? Well, we study our Bible, we listen to Christian songs, and we watch Christian TV shows, and we apply what we learn from our Bible to our lives. And don't just pick and choose verses here and there. Well, unless you feel led to read them out of order. But I don't recommend that because you're not getting the full story. You're not getting the full story. I seem to be getting a little bit tired. Yeah, so, why don't we talk about miracles? Now, miracles, some people need them, some people don't. But, let's talk about what happened, in my lifetime. Now, I've had a few miracles that have happened. Like once well, this might be happening one day, but I was in a room. I was in a dark area, and a voice told me that he had something very special planned for me, and that he wanted me to be a pastor. But as the years went on, I began to question that, and I asked God for what did he tell me he wanted me to be, and if he's a pastor, how should I be? And a friend of mine told me that God told him that he wanted me to be a pastor and that I should be ordained by my church. And, you know, well, okay. And to me, that's very, very, the God of the universe tries to communicate it with me. So that shows his love for me. That does. It shows his love for me. And listen, some people might say the end of the world is coming in 2021 or 2022 or something like that. Whenever in reality, the end of the world, yeah, it could be coming in 2020, or I'll tell you about 2023 and 2024. Well, it could be coming then, but that's not, we don't know for sure. But here's what I do know, that I need to get a better relationship with God before that happens. And I'm not saying I have a bad relationship, I'm just saying that, I need a better one. Just please give me your prayers. Just please do that. Yeah, and I also see speaking of keeping me in your presence, I see three doctors. One isn't near me, the other two are not. Yeah, so yeah, we all need each other, all of us. We all need each other. All of us. We all need each other. No matter what, we need each other. And I just pray that I make the right decisions and that you know uh, I'm doing this to honor and glorify God, and I pray that He approves of it. Because if He doesn't approve of it, then it's bad. Then that's something that's wrong. Yeah, so you know, sometimes God asks us questions. He already knows the answer to them, but He wants us to be honest with Him. And sometimes that honesty, yeah, that's what God really wants. Well, not sometimes, all the time. God wants us to be honest. Not only, not only, with each other, but with God too. Because God loves you. No matter what the sinful world says, He loves you. And sometimes God does allow bad things to happen to good people. And this is an old saying, and I said before, but it's completely wrong. It says that God doesn't God doesn't give you more than what you can handle. Yes, He does, because of if hold on, my brain's trying to fall asleep, halfway falling asleep right now, because of He wants you to turn to Him, for Him to help you do it or take care of it, or you know, something like that. Because God loves you. He does. He loves you. On. Yeah, so as I was saying before, sometimes God tests us. He knows the answer, but He wants us to be honest with Him. And you see, if I would have lied, then that would have been a whole lot worse. That's what I believe. I don't know what the punishment would have been, but it would have been worse than what we got. And listen, if y'all have any mental health issues, I urge you to do two things. One, contact a licensed pastor. Two, contact a licensed therapist. Why do I recommend both? Because a pastor will give you a biblical point of view, and a therapist will give you more psychological point of view. Plus, sometimes it's good to hear different people's solutions to things. Because let's face it, they're not you. So I just wanted to hear, they're not you. They're not you. They don't know, they might not know exactly what you're going through, but they're not you. And please keep my little brother Hayden in your prayers. He's, well, today is, let's see, what's the date today? Missing. Today is June 5th, and he just went back to school. Yeah, so please keep him in your prayers. The day I just recorded, not the day I just was out. The day that this was out, I think it will be, let me see right quick. The day that this was out. It should, yeah, it's going to be the 20th. Let me exit out this and let me bring back the internet thing. Yeah, so, also keep this in your prayers. I plan on upgrading my computer. Probably sometime in the next 2 to 3 months. Because I want to get me one that's going to last a while, that shouldn't have to upgrade for a while. Which this one, I know I don't need to, but I want it faster internet. That's what I want. So I know that, you know, it's only so fast my Wi-Fi router will go because it's been with us for a while now. Just maybe I could use some money for something else. Maybe you guys call me to do that. Oh, and by the way, I'm starting buying every season of Touch by an Angel. You know, tell you to. I think I seen something that said season 6, but I don't know if it was higher than that or if there's more serious than that. Besides, it's been a while since I watched season 1 of Touch by an Angel, and right now we're doing season 4, volume 1. It should be interesting to see how things start off compared to how they are in, in seasons, in volumes of seasons 3 and 4. So yeah, please pray for that. I'm able to reach people like that. Also, if you have a game that you want me to play, I do take requests. But the only thing is that it can't be that violent or that violent. I mean, like, it probably can have multiplayer, or if it does, it can have chat. Because I can't really control what other people are saying, and I don't want something to get out there because I recorded it and something like that. And also, it can't have any adult stuff in there, which I probably won't be allowed on the App Store anyway. And the only way I can play games right now is through my phone, which is an Android. Well, I could play it on my Mac, but that's a headache. But I like to praise God and thank God for what I do have right now. Cause listen, sometimes even the small things make a huge difference. Like for example, sometimes like let's say let me give you an example. Um, about a week or two ago, our pipes froze and we had no water. Well, that showed me how important the water is to me. I mean, sometimes you don't even think about it, but it's very, very, very important. And we're passing the halfway point, or about to. Yeah, so if y'all have any prayer requests, y'all can message me on Facebook or Messenger or through my phone. But if you do my phone, make sure that you say, "Hey, this is from YouTube." I'm sorry. I heard of you from YouTube. Can you please help me with this, or can you please pray for me? Because, God wants us to work together to help solve some of our problems. He doesn't want us to work alone. He wants us to work together, not alone. Yeah. And, please pray for, my daddy and my mom and my little brother and all of us. Me, I have Tourette's issues, plus high blood pressure, plus I've had some mental health issues. My little brother, he's going to school, so he needs help with that. My daddy has had surgery, and he's going through a lot right now with some other stuff. My mama has to deal with all of us, so she needs our prayers too. My older sister is looking for a job. My younger sister, let me tell you about it. My older sister has a job, but she's hoping to find one with better pay. My younger sister has a job, but it's rough on her, so she's pregnant. And so please pray for me. Please pray for me. Also, please pray for the needy and the homeless, and especially the people who live in Ukraine right now. Because as of today, this video, they still have a war going on. As of today, we recording this video, they still have a war going on. Yeah, and sometimes the life can be hard, but we need it. Let me quote Star Trek: treat every moment. Wait, I'm trying to remember exactly how it was. Okay, so make 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 every moment, make this moment the most important moment of your life, because now will never come again. Yeah, I'm a turkey, which maybe that's a sin, but I just like Star Trek. And just I'm being honest about it. Did you see the Bible says, "For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God." All of us have sinned. All of us have sinned. All of us. And me, I'm getting a little tired. I might go take myself a little nap and come back and record the rest. I don't know. But listen, there is a way out. Jesus went on the cross for our sins. And if you feel that your sin is so bad to where you can't, like it's bringing you down and and down, and down and sadder and more depressed and maybe worried, but God loves him. He does. He sent his only begotten Son on the cross for you. That's how much he loves you. And he did that to repay of our sins. Sorry, I thought I paused it. Anyway, I just want to get me some water. Some more water, that is. This one's from a bottle. Yeah, so you see, like, just how I made a mistake. But some mistakes are deadly. And I'm gonna be honest, I made a pretty big one recently. I broke a dishwasher by accident by putting the wrong stuff in there. And I pray that whatever it costs to repair it is how much. I think I'm gonna leave that mistake in there just to show y'all I make mistakes too. And some of you might be asking, why are we starting over on Touch by an Angel? Well, truth be told, I just recorded, I've been recording the episodes I have, which is only 2 volumes, and they're not even of the same series. So I'm gonna start, collecting the entire series one episode at a time. This is over $100 for the whole season. We got 6 seasons though, so yeah. And I try to do it the legal way. That way, you know, how should I put this? That way I know I'm not breaking the law and I know I'm not supporting anybody that breaks the law. Cause I could probably watch it for free on YouTube, but I'm not doing that. And listen, sometimes, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I didn't break the law, but I supported it. I watched a documentary. Well, not a documentary. It was a movie about the Andy Griffith Show. I watched that with my mom and dad, which we didn't know it was also available on CD. And I didn't know that till this year. Excuse me. I did not know that till this year. Yeah, so I don't know about y'all, but I choose to honor and worship God. And that's what this is kind of about. This is kind of me, share my life story. and honoring and worshiping God. You know, me spending, I guess it's 3 hours a week or more or less. We're not counting editing and uploading. With that is probably about, uh, let's see, 11 hours at counting editing and uploading, which uploading takes the longest, that's why it's so high. Uploading takes about 3.5 to 4 hours per video. And editing takes about the same amount of time as the video I'm doing, as the same length, unless it's a gameplay video, which then it takes slightly more because it has to it is more, it takes more time to process it. But yeah, God loves you no matter what you do wrong, no matter who you're wrong. He loves you. He does. And listen, you don't have to have, like a lot of people say, oh, I need this fancy equipment, or I need that fancy equipment. It's not the equipment that you need the best of. You need decent equipment. You don't need the best. By decent, I probably mean a computer that's worth $500 to $600, and a lot of times, if it doesn't come with a webcam, you can probably get that for another $20 or $30. And the webcam probably has speakers, but I don't recommend using that because normally the speakers are horrible. So about another $60 for $50 to $60 for a good mic. Now keep in mind that's all brand new. If you buy or use that, the price drops, but then you run the risk of them shipping it to you broken. And listen, if you want to order something, there's two sites I recommend: Amazon and eBay. And the reason why I recommend those two sites because Amazon has a return policy, and eBay sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You know, you really need to I don't know how I like to look that up on eBay anymore. It's been a while since I did that, but I think it'll say like, hey, there's a return policy right by the buy button. Yeah, and please keep me in your. I said, please keep me on your prayers. I'm just going through a lot right now. Then in a few days, I'm gonna see the doctor. And I've been doing like, um, I've been, it's not hard to explain, but I need prayers. I need prayers. I need prayers. And also, my church needed, The local church I go to needs prayers too. They're looking for a pastor. As of today, this recording, they might have found it already. By the time this goes out, they might find him or her. But yeah, so just whatever you do, try to honor and glorify God with it. Whatever you feel led to do. And if it's something that's ungodly, well, I pray you stop doing it. But yeah, so sometimes God asks us, hey, why are you doing this? Or did you do this? And He knows the answer, He just wants us to admit it. And sometimes we have to admit that to the whole congregation. Sometimes we have to admit that to just one person or just us and God. You know, sometimes it's like that. Yeah, so no matter what you do, try to honor and glorify God. After all, He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. No matter what you do, whether you be a student at school or a teacher, which I understand that, you have to be careful with your teacher because you work for the state. And the separation of church and state. You have to watch it, you might lose your job. But sometimes you can drop little hints here and there about what you believe in. Or sometimes it's worth losing your job just to help somebody. Sometimes it is. Well, I'm tired and I'm gonna go I might go for a walk or something outside to try to wake me up. Uh so yeah, so let's review what we talked about. So sometimes God wants us to he knows the answer, but he wants us to admit what we did was wrong. And sorry I heard a lot of banging. That was just my elbow hitting my mini fridge. And sometimes God just chooses for things to go a certain way whenever they don't. Sometimes God chooses for us to put in a situation where we're tested. And some of us pass the test, but some of us don't. And listen, if you feel that you failed the test, then I hope that God forgives you. And just remember this, we all have sinned, all of us. We all have sinned, except for Jesus. But guess what the Bible says? That God loves us. The Bible does not say that God will not punish us. The Bible says that He loves us. The point where He said He's the one and only begotten Son on the cross for us. That's how much He loves us. Yeah. And I know that can be kind of hard to justify. And sometimes you question, why does God allow this to happen or that to happen? Well, not that God allows it to happen sometimes. Sometimes it's because we're literally born into a sinful world, a world that is ruled by the devil. And he wants us all to die or hell, all of us. Yes, there is a way out. Jesus. Jesus went on the cross for our sins. Because he loves us. He does. He loves us. He loves us. Don't you ever, ever, ever forget that God loves you. He does. He loves you. He loves you. Let that song goes, Holy is the Lord God Almighty, that his will be done on earth. I'm gonna add the last part again. Sorry guys, I'm still halfway asleep. Maybe I should start doing this in the afternoon. Or maybe I should just do them in the afternoon. Sometimes it's just whenever I feel like doing it or whenever I don't have nothing to do. And then there's always work that needs to be done, but yeah. Anyway, bye guys. Hello everybody, this has been the Major God's House production, and I would like to remind y'all that we do have a Patreon page. Now for those of you who don't know what Patreon is, or if I haven't gone over it in a video, Patreon is a monthly subscription service that you can use to donate money to your favorite organization, charity, church, whatever. Anyway, we start at $3 a month. Now I understand that not all of us can afford $3 a month. But that's what we start off at. Then it goes to $9 a month. That's even less of us can afford that. Then it's $25 a month. And the reason why I have $25 a month is because I like to have a more expensive option out there for those of us who have the income. Yeah, so this is God's House's Facebook. If y'all want to follow us on there, y'all can do it. The link's in the description. This is our YouTube channel. This is where we mainly do most of our content. And the reason for that is because I go on YouTube a lot, so I naturally do most of my content on YouTube. And this is our Twitter page. Now, our Twitter page is probably the one I use the least, but y'all can follow me on there and y'all can get up-to-date videos about what I think is important. Like, for example, I recently shared a video about a school shooting that took place in Texas and about gun laws. And I don't always necessarily support their beliefs, but I support their ideas of some people. If that makes any sense. Anyway, bye guys.